back to another episode, guys. Me and Dave, we're here back in the shack, and today we're doing sausages. Yes, smoked sausages. And we're going to do a fairly simple sausage today, but it's going to be a pork and beef sausage. So I've been to the butcher's, picked up a nice pork shoulder and some brisket. I've had them in the freezer, so they're nice and cold, nice and hard. So come in, let's cube them up. And also, don't forget the fat, guys. I've got my trimmings from my tri-tip video, which is just up here. But come in, let's get these cubed up and ready for the grinder. So we've got our pork trimming, got a nice piece of brisket. And you can see that's got plenty of fat in there, guys. So that's going to hopefully give us that beautiful 70-30 sausage. Let's open up the pork. Again, beautifully marbled. I'm just going to trim off the rind before cubing this up. As you can see, guys, beautiful fat content. We want to cube these up into nice chunks that are going to fit in our grinder tube. And then once I've trimmed this all up, I'm going to weigh it out and work out my spices, which I'll show you my spreadsheet that I've made. But I'll get on with cubing this up. And there we have it, guys. Beautiful bowl of beef and pork and plenty of fat in there for them plump, juicy sausages. So we're going to weigh our meat now, and then that's going to work out our ratios for our spice mix. So we've popped another pan on here. We're going to transfer our meat across. Dave's squirrel hunting again. You can just see, just look at that marbled brisket, that pork. You just know these are going to be some super juicy sausages. So that's all of our meat. 3.298, so 3.3 kilos, guys. So we've got our 2 bowls of meat, and we're going to pop them just in the freezer just to firm back up again. With sausage making, everything has got to be nice and cold. So I've got my meat grinder in the freezer at the moment, and we're going to pop these bowls back in. And then I'm going to pop into a spreadsheet that I've made on here, me weight of the meat, and that's going to bring out the ratios of the meat to spice ratio, which is going to be here on the screen. So if you pause it, guys, that will give you the weights for this, but I will leave the ratios and the percentages down in the description below. I'm going to pop these in the freezer. See you when it's time for grinding. Pesky flies. Right, guys, let's start with our sausage mix. It's going to form kosher salt, pink curing salt. We've got some mustard. We've got some nice spices down here. And then our binder, which is milk powder. So pop in our milk powder. Got our kosher salt, because the grains are nice and will distribute throughout the sausage. Pink curing salt, because we are going to be cold smoking these guys, so we don't want any nasties in our sausages. And then we're going straight down the middle with a nice German style sausage. So we've got some mustard, garlic, black pepper, paprika, and then those that love the heat, some cayenne pepper. So give it a good mix, and that'll be ready to pop on top of our chilled down meat. So we've set up our meat grinder, we've got in our course die, and this has just come out of the freezer, guys, so it's nice and cold, and our meat cubed up is nice and cold. So let's fire it up and start running through our sausage meat. Now we have it, guys. Beautiful, fatty, porky, beefy mince. Nicely coarsely ground, which is just what we wanted. So what we want to do now is we're going to take our spice mix, our sausage mix and our binder, and we're going to incorporate that into the meat before adding our hydration, which is going to be water. So I'm going to start, guys, working this in. So now I've got all of that spice mix incorporated. It's time to add in that hydration for them plump sausages, and this is 10% water to the meat weight ratio. So we're going to pop that in, and then it's like with burgers where you'd leave it, we're going to start to work this till it's sticky. You could work this in the paddle mixer, but I thought I'd work it by hand. And you're looking for a patty that forms and sticks to your hand, and we know we've got that fat, them proteins emulsifying in this sausage mix. We've got our beautiful sausage mix made, our sausage stuffer, and we've had our hog casings soaking all morning. Now drop the piston back in the sausage stuffer. We need to take that beautifully ground meat and get it stuffed in the bottom of this sausage stuffer, guys. Make sure that you get rid of all the air pockets if you can. I'll get this filled up. This is a 5-pound sausage stuffer, so I'll probably have to fill it a couple of times, and I'll try and do it without making too much of a mess. Nice filled meat cube. Time to put on our nozzle. We'll fasten it on the board, and then let's get on them hog casing. So we've got it clamped in place, guys. Just going to twist the handle till the meat comes just to the end of the tube. Back it off, and then let's take our 34mm hog casings. We're just going to open it up. Going to flush in some water, then we'll pull it onto our horn. Don't be childish. So once we've got a load of the hog casings on, we're going to tie off the end. Snip the tip. Don't fail me now, not. And then hand on the horn. I'm going to start to crank that handle and fill our sausage casings. Work my meat down. Twist. And then continue. And that's my first 5-pound batch of sausages, guys. Nice and plump and juicy. I'm going to get on and fill the rest of the hog casings up, and I'll bring you back for the next step. Like that, guys. 3 kilos of beautiful pork sausage. If you've got any air pockets, just take a little pin and just prick the skin just to let the air out. Don't tear it, but just try and get rid of some of them air pockets because we don't want air in there. You can see as I set off, I had some dodgy ones, but as I got to the end, practice makes perfect, and I've got some really nice wieners. I think they look pretty nice. Now, if I'd have worked out how to tie them up properly so that I could hang them, I would have hung them in my smoker, but instead, today, we're going to smoke them on these smoking shelves. But before we smoke them, guys, we want to dry them out. So if you're at home, you could pop these in the fridge overnight. But because I've got this Drevos classic smoker, it's also got a drying function on it, so we can set it up, get that fan going, and start to dry these skins out, start to form a pellicle on the skins, and make it nice and sticky for that cold smoke to adhere to these beautiful links. So I've set our shelves up in our smoker. At the back, just here, is the drying fan. So we need to open that up. That's going to create airflow in the smoker. Now let's pop in the sausages and turn it on. Sausages! Let's get them in the dryer. So we'll pop on our first shelf, second shelf. Got our sausages in our smoker. Now we don't want to turn on and heat at the minute. We're just going to turn on that fan. You'll hear it kick in. We'll make sure the chimney's open at the top. I'm going to shut this door up, guys, and leave it for a couple of hours now. Sausage Mountain. Not very good at singing, but check out them beautifully dried out sausages. And while I was in the dryer, my good friend at Drevos International gave me a call and give me a little tip. A great way for smoking them hanging if you were messed up the links, tie them. So I've been and got some twine. Perfect for hanging now in our Drevos smoker. I'm going to take one of my meat hooks, we'll string it up, and then we're going to hang them all inside that chamber. And by hanging them, you are going to get the perfect smoke on them, guys. Doing it on the rack would have just not cut it. But now we can cold smoke these with our beechwood chips. So let me load up the smoker and let's get to the cold smoke, guys. And there we have it, guys. Beautiful links ready for that cold smoke. Come in and let's get it lit. So, chips in the bottom, guys. Let's get that compressor on. Let's get that smoke set to 100% because we're going to cold smoke these. I'm going to set on the convection fan. And we're going to put on the heating element, and we're going to set these. Dave, get out the Dave to smoke at 40 degrees. So we'll set that, guys. Dave's in the barbecue. Get off the sausages, dog. Right. You start to see that smoke rolling through. Leave this set and forget now. 4 hours rolling in that beechwood smoke, guys. See you soon. Beautiful beechwood smoke. The hanging sausages. Notice I have got the drying fan closed at the back now. 4 hours in, guys, and these are looking beautiful. Just look at the colour of them. They're beautiful. And mahogany. We're going to take them links now. We're going to throw them into our ice bath to shock the casings, to stop any cooking, and to firm up them skins. So once our wieners have had a bath in an ice bath, now take trusty tea towel, give it a dry off. Now at this point they have been salted, cured and smoked. So if we vac seal these, which I'm going to be doing with some of these, you can pop them in the freezer and they'll keep for a long time. Dave's getting really excited. Sausages, a taste test coming soon, guys. But for now, we're going to heat a couple of these up now. So I'm going to pop them back in the smoker, turn up the temp. Oh, Dave's getting super excited. When these are up to temp, we'll get to slicing them, guys. There we have it, guys. Look at them beauties. Smell absolutely amazing. So we're going for a cross section. Look at them. There's a few air pockets in that one, but let's go for a couple of little discs. Beautiful, moist discs of meat. Let's cut this one down the middle, because why not? Come on, guys, surely that deserves a like. They're absolutely beautiful. Beautiful. Smoky, salty, sweet. Do you think we get a snappy casing? Oh wow. I took a too big a mouthful there. How about a bit of curry sauce on your sausage? Oh wow. I am going to have to go inside and enjoy these beautiful, smoky, sweet, savoury sausages. You would never ever buy them from the shop again if you make them at home, guys. Give this recipe a go. I'll leave it down in the description below. I hope you've enjoyed this cook, and I'm going to see you in the next video soon.